listen, I love this. It says alignment to God leads to correct placement. Correct placement leads to clarified assignment. Assignment determines your operating system that you must build. An operating system produces fruit. Those of you who missed first service, this won't make any sense to you. Too bad. Can't help you there. All right? But let me go forward and show you. All right? Now, I want to show you something that I felt was very important. All right? God does not only save people from problems. Very often, God sends people to solve problems. You know, listen, I've been studying it for a while, and the reason why I'm struggling with it is that, you know, technically on paper, we own news streams. Okay? And news streams is an event center. We've tried to evolve it into becoming a culture center. We're very clear in our minds what we want to accomplish. Like I want to restore those banners in the car park and make them better. But we've been having a challenge. Can I tell you the challenge? The ones you saw in the car park have been there for 5 years. They've lasted for 5 years. So when we were trying to replace them, we quickly did some samples for the road and found out those ones won't last 6 months in the sun because of the chemical cost and all that. So everybody has reduced their quality in Nigeria. They not only have they reduced the quality of the chemicals, they've reduced even the thickness of the so those ones, the flex, burn. So it's going to cost like $2.5 million to replace all of them, and it won't last 6 months. And that's why I've been hesitant. Am I making sense? So I'm looking for more permanent exhibitions where we can actually have 3D kind of things that are, that are put, you know, I want to do something different, but it's been hard finding an artist that will do it. And whether or not we want to add like a cover to the roof to stop it. Am I making sense? So all that is clear, but this is the question that I've been asking myself. What problem does Newstream solve? Come on now. You see how difficult it is to answer? I'm not talking about church. I'm talking about what problems does Newstream solve? So the question I want to ask you, what problem does your business solve? The more people you solve their problems, the richer you get. I'm telling you. Think about it. Why do you go to a doctor? Why do you go to a lawyer? Why do you go to a shop? I'm asking you, everything, the reason why you approach, even the real reason why you go to banks is to solve problems. Am I right? The question is, what problem are you solving? I think it was the famous American general who said, most people keep running away from problems. I think I've got that black general who was Bush's Powell. Said, yeah, it was Powell. He said most people run away from problems because they don't understand that problems are the source of their revenue. And that's why the average Nigerian's prayer is, God, deliver me from. Am I right? Have you ever seen anybody in camp or wherever they go get up and say, God, teach me how to solve problems? Which one will bring more money for them? So I want to go in that direction for a bit. Very often God sends people to solve problems. Blessings in scripture is frequently expressed in problem solving. Let's look at it. It says, I will make thee a great nation. I will bless thee and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. How can Tinubu be a blessing for you? Edamilon. How can Tinubu be a blessing to you? By solving what? Your housing problem, your road problem, your business atmosphere. Am I right? Do you see how much blessing is linked to problem solving? Let them alone now. So how come problem solving is not part of our agenda at all? So watch this now. So look at what it says. What burdens you constantly so often that is connected to your assignment? God allows disturbance to reveal responsibility. Calling is frequently discovered through problems, notice this, that will not let you go. Not through problems you will not let go. Think about it. Do you know how Virgin Atlantic started? This guy is sitting in an airport. He wants to travel across. They tell him there are no flights. Then he looks around the airport. There are about 20 people who have no flights. So he goes and looks for a plane that is not doing anything in the airport. Says, Oga, how much will it cost for you to fly us to, let's say, the Virgin Islands? That one says, if you bring $5,000, I will fly you. He says, okay, no problem. He goes back into the same airport. He counts 20 people who want to travel to Virgin Islands and says, will you guys please pay $500 a piece? I'll get you to Virgin Islands tonight. And those one said, yeah, why not? They paid him $500. He took the $10,000, paid the person who was at the owner of the aircraft, and they flew them to. I said, that was the first official flight of Virgin Atlantic. Solving problems. But I tell you what, sometimes the problem is a problem you want to solve for yourself that you share with other people, that you share with people later. But how many of you notice that our mindset teaches us to run away from problems? You know, how many of you have watched those American movies? Fire is burning. Where are the heroic Americans flying into? They're running towards. Where are the Africans doing? Go check it out. I mean, go just watch it. The white man is always running into the fire. Something is happening. Get everybody get out. The African man says, "Emitilo." Then from the distance, a few days ago, we were coming back and there was a fire at one of the petrol stations. So I saw a policeman, I stopped him, banged on his bonnet. He came out, he said, they know about it, they've called, nobody's responding. So I remember we have a fire person in this church who helps us. I called him, he called the fire services. I called everybody I could call. She called Central Bank to take because the clinic of Central Bank is behind the petrol. But notice what I said. It said problems that will not let you go, not problems that you will not let go.